Hello, welcome to the Boise State Esports Arena. Tonight we have a special challenge for you in our arena, the Arcade Challenge. 16 games are on the wheel tonight, and we'll rotate through them all. Well, not all of them, but I hope the players are ready for the challenge and to test their arcade skills. I am your host, Colin Risky McJunkin, and here on the desk with me tonight is Brenner Bear Ladd. And out of 16 games, I have to ask, which one are you the most excited for? What are you asking the wheel gods to give you?
The Wheel Gods.
That's what they are.
They have a title now.
They have a title.
Coming from the Arcade Challenge, the only one I have played on this challenge was the Frogger the one time, and so I'd have to go for Swimmer because that is the most like it, and that is just a game called Swimmer, which is hard enough to research as is. So definitely excited to see how that is. I mean, initially I would have gone for Lemmings, which is the one showcase that we had in one of the most popular ones for sure. Everyone knows what Lemmings is, but now that that has been rotated out, I'm definitely curious what might arise as also the players' favorites, because they've been like doing trial runs of these games because they're Overwatch players. They don't really branch out that much. So trial running all of these games, I'm curious to see what has emerged as their favorites as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, you know, yeah, I do agree. They've been playing through these games for a while now. I think they've been sitting here for at least 10, 15 minutes. So, and they're trial running, which means last night there were no excuses for if you were bad at a video game. So we can't take that excuse no more. They've had the trial run. They've had the attempt to go through it all. So we're definitely going to see how they go in today. But going into that, I'd like to take a look at the event card to kind of give us a basis as to what the rule set here is and what we're going into this game. Because arcade games, how many rules can you really have for it?
Surprisingly a lot based off of how many of these games are so drastic. Like going into Pirate Pete is you're still saving the damsel in distress, but it's like a 2D side platformer thing. Or you go into something like Kangaroo, which was very hard to find just a game called Kangaroo. A lot of things came up since then, but there's a lot of different varieties. There's one of just you're rollerblading down the street. Then there's another one where it's like a demo derby. It's literally just called Demo Derby, being the first one ever. So these players are going to have to go from not just Overwatch FPS shooters to everything's 2D and everything has either platforming or some type of steering that I think they'll be able to manage, but it's just going to come down to what this is going to look like for the night.
And taking a look at the event card, we obviously have Spinning the Wheel. All of them are either retro or classic games. There are no resets tonight. Nobody has a second chance, and the winner is obviously better than the other. Let's look at our arcade.
But you know what they're playing for tonight. Playing on the same team and being able to be like, hey, I beat you in this one thing. It's all about having that name. So we're definitely have to ask though, out of the 3 players, favorite?
Ooh, to play the favorites card already?
Yeah, see, I'm not going to do that as a person who played on the Overwatch team, so I'm going to throw it to the guy who hasn't.
All right. You know what? I'm going to go with Clear.
Ooh, the newcomer.
Just because of that newcomer, just the underdog story. That's the only story I show faith in and that I want to actually see.
All right.
But what are some things that they can take into these games?
It's definitely going to be watching how the others play. I mean, you can already see the 3 of them stacked up on the arcade machine. It's going to be observe and then outplay. Because if you're going first, all the pressure's on you to try to, you know, be the trailblazer for the game and discover as much as you can for the other players so they can actually play it somewhat optimally. So it's definitely curious of who's going last might have the biggest advantage because they've learned the most.
Which actually there is the last night we had the idea and the concept that the first place person got to go last and the person last had to go first. So we now had this idea of, all right, the third place person is always kind of, you know, getting the horrible end of the stick. So now that concept is completely gone. So now I believe it is random as to the order that they go into. But
something we can spin the wheel for.
That is something we could spin the wheel for, production, perhaps. You know, maybe we'll get a surprise tonight. But there's our own keys to the game. But let's take a look at Doc's keys to the game here tonight.
For all 16 games.
For all 16 games. That would be amazing to see.
There they are.
In arcade games, to taunt, create mistakes, never admit weakness. Never, ever, ever. 80s hair helps. And, of course, obviously, it's an arcade challenge. Have fun. But Brought to you by Doxkeys to the game. Drop In Gaming. Drop In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. And we'll obviously be getting quickly into these matches, but it seems the players themselves are having fun trial running matches. But first, the spin.
The biggest part, this is where you want to see the best game come out first, and already it's ZZYXX Dex. That's such a title.
I tried to pronounce this last night. I could not, for the life of me.
Wait, there's a way to actually say it other than ZZYXX?
Try to put it in one word. That's all I can. Can you combine all those syllables? That's all
No.
I can. Yeah.
I'm not an English major. This is not something I professionalize in.
No. I think if you could, that would be an issue.
I mean, theoretically, you might be able to, but because the Y would be the vowel in it, but no. This ain't Wheel of Fortune. I ain't trying that hard.
No, this is we're not going that. We're not tryhards on this desk, all right? But
these players are going to be.
Oh yeah, no, they are going to be definitely.
They're gonna sweat it out hard. We're gonna have like a nice little puddle underneath by the end of this. I mean, Doc's already showing them how it's done.
1,600 games. I want to mention on this machine. Wrap your head around that number.
My Steam library? Humble Bundle's a great thing.
No, that can't be a thing. Please tell me no.
Definitely a thing. But looking at the lineup, clear, obviously Colin's favorite. We have Plato, the DPS god, and Gob, the one who loves to int and throw every single game he plays.
Well, at what point are you really throwing? If you have such a big lead.
That implies he ever gets a lead.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna have to see that happens. The mechanic I'm most excited for to see tonight is actually the wagering. The mechanic I'm most
excited for jumping right into it.
Actually, the wagering.
Seems a solid start right out the gate. I'm just going to call this ZZY at this point to try to shorten it down of the giant title that is this game.
Oh,
and it's the fan favorite of Clear already starting things off.
Not a hot start here.
Trial run.
Trial run, true.
I mean, this is something that we also did watch them practice, so how much of a trial run is it actually? But if I'm remembering it correctly, ZZY is a game from 1982 that you have to avoid. I don't even know what those are. You have to avoid
bugs?
I don't even know what those are. I thought they were like weird-looking butterflies. So that's what I'm going to go with.
I think we should make their own.
The goal is to dodge both of them and collect both the flower, the ring, and the present for the grand finale. And also got the lollipop for the extra 100 points. And also got the lollipop for the extra 100 points.
You got to watch. That present's going around. Oh, that rose is a perfect opportunity. That present to take it. That is a perfect opportunity. That present to take hands.
Very much Frogger inspired, but goes right for the ending. Gets it. Frogger inspired, but goes right for level 1 complete. Now he has to go all the way back down. Level 1 complete. Now he has to change on perspective, but down. So just gotta avoid. Change on perspective, but down. I'm just gonna go with butterflies. Change on perspective. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. I guess we can settle for butterflies here. Yeah. I guess we can settle for butterflies here.
Yeah. So the goal of the game here is to get to the fair goal of the game here is to get at the bottom there. Fair goal is to show his efficiency to get all the way there. That's why you're trying to get the presents to praise. Already. That's why you're trying to get the presents to praise.
That's 3 lives. Gone. Game over. That's 3 lives. Gone.
So just like that, fan favorite.
That's 3 lives.
Clear. Only made it to stage 2. Fan favorite.
Only stage 2. But we are going to see just how serious it's going to get from this point on. I believe that was like 785 points, maybe something like that.
Somewhere around there,
Somewhere around that league. So we're definitely going to see if the other players can follow up here. Somewhere around that league.
Right back into it with Plato taking the lead. He's already halfway through making major moves. He's already halfway through making major moves.
They definitely don't take a lot of the opportunities that I would here. They're very patient with it, which I don't.
I mean, you got to get some of those points. The life helps getting that extra 100. I mean, you got to get some bonus. Wow. Big bonus. Plato livid about that.
Wow. I would be furious about that.
Could see that from his reaction alone.
My.
These arcade games do not joke around. You're not going to get a balance patch later on to save you from the McCree right click. He's going to have to deal with it, and just like that.
Getting the short stick here, honestly.
Skill-based game, man.
Skill-based matchmaking.
Look how fast he's going already. Ooh. He's just trying to get to the end, so at least he can match clear to level 2. But Plato's throwing right now.
A little bit of points. All right.
And now this game's going to have to give him such an easy handout here. Just avoid all the enemies.
All right.
The game gave some pity there. Some pity there.
Some pity.
But he's already up to 1,200.
1,200.
Now he's going to get the ring as well.
That puts clear in last place. But there's still one more to go through after this. Just maybe going for points here?
As well. He had to go up to avoid, go back down. Oh, big moves coming out here. So close yet so far. But finishing with 1545. That's double what Clear had.
Yeah, that's as I was talking.
785, and now he's coming out with the big 1,500.
Just as I was talking, what are they going to follow up with?
They doubled.
And Gob has to go and pull that out. So
Gob once again already halfway through, but enemies doing their best to try to close in, and it looks like that might be the end, as he didn't even have the reaction time to move down. He's got 2 lives remaining. Making up, doesn't go back down for the lollipop to get the extra points to try to even things out, but his death has come. He has to rotate out. Ooh, doesn't go up this time. Misses the present as well, and the ring. Those are huge points lost, and that's his death for not even moving down. He just accepted his fate.
Oh, all right. All right, get the lollipop.
Okay.
All right. We have some points on the board, all right?
And one thing to note about this is you can go all the way around, so it's okay to touch the sides of the boards. Had he actually done that there, he would have survived. But he panicked and had to move.
Oh, no.
So just like that, Gob gets slaughtered with only, I believe, 375. That's brutal.
That puts Gob last place. Plato first, Clear second. Which, as I noted before, we do not do the switcheroo. So first does not go third. I believe it's a random mixture of it. So I'm excited to see who wants to go first. Or do they have their own pack going into it?
I mean, maybe they just keep the same lineup every time so that Clear always goes first, then Plato, then Gob. But I feel like Gob might want to change that up just because of how poorly he just did. I mean, that was brutal of 375 when everyone else was double of that.
Just because you go last doesn't mean you're going to get the most points.
No.
Definitely something.
We're not able to observe that as we take a look at the lineup, which, funny enough, the order is completely upside down. Of third place is in top spot, and then first place is in the bottom spot.
It's going to change. It's bound to change.
It's going to change.
Gob having 375, Clear having 784, 75,
84.
And Plato having 1545.
It just, everyone multiplied the one before them. As we hop into sideline.
All right, I am joined here by Clear, Gob, and Plato with a very intense round of ZY, however you spell it, ZY, ZZX.
Something like that.
So, I will first interview Clear. You got 785 points. How you feeling about this first round, even though you didn't win?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. I know the next 4 games I'm going to roll, so that was just my warm-up.
Ooh.
Oh, very ambitious.
Big words.
Ambitious. So, then I will go to Plato. Plato, you dominated this round, and you really just showed that you had the superior ability in this first round. Do you have anything to say to your opponents?
They're terrible, but also I'm kind of a ZZ main, so I might be kind of washed in the upcoming games.
All right, bold words. And finally, I'll join by back to you.
Thank you very much for that interview. Getting a little bit of that player perspective.
Hopefully next time Gob will get enough points so he can actually be a part of the interview.
Maybe that. Yeah, that's great.
That has to be his goal next time, is get enough points to at least make it to the interview.
500
minimum.
Well, we have to adjust that as we have to adjust that as we go, because knowing what we just said, the next game is going to be like just spawning is 1,000 points right there. So we gotta fix that.
It's got to be like perspective-wise. like clear level 1 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
make
yeah.
it to a benchmark that it's like everyone else can, but doesn't.
All right. I like that. I like that. Shame those who don't make it as far.
Public shaming. We're gonna go full Game of Thrones. Gonna walk through
Yep.
the town with the bell. Just shame. But it's time for the wheel.
There's the bell.
It's time for the wheel. Will they get it again? I highly doubt it. As we're heading over
Demo Derby.
to Demo Derby.
I'm excited for that one. I was watching them trial run it before, and it looked as you describe it, right? It looks like a Demo Derby. It's a bunch of cars. You're
bumping around.
Yeah, you're bumping around. It's like Rocket League 2D style, right? If your only goal was the demo. If your only goal is the demo, you're going to be very acquainted with this game. So that's what I'm going with. That's my description of Demo Derby.
I mean, it's very much like the many Demo Derby games we've had since this came out, because I believe these are mostly 80s games from my understanding. So going into Demo Derby, it's going to be something that these players I think will be able to do quite well, which is play more aggressively because you want to get the eliminations. Feels like I'm casting Overwatch at this point of play aggressive, they get eliminations, because they are Overwatch players, and that's what I'm accustomed to when I see them. But going into Demo Derby is going to be probably high intensity because these players are playing for keeps, and Goblin has a lot to reclaim here.
Yeah.
I'm curious who they decide to go first here.
Yeah, whoever goes first here is sort of – it's an if. It's an if of whether you do good or not. But I think it's also a sort of an ego standard of if I go first and I win, all right, I'm set. And already getting right back into it.
Big points coming out. So a single hit gives you 250. So we're not already eliminating the 500 because you're going to get 2 hits.
Yeah.
So maybe at least eliminate 1 car. And Gob is going first, the biggest ego of them all.
I imagine the blue car is Goblin here.
Yes, that we do know. So already you can see at the bottom of the health, I believe as the wrench meets the end is when you get eliminated. You can tell this is also, get the key for, I believe, bonus points, trying to figure out which front end is the car to drive forward, and huge slam into the side here.
Not getting any room to breathe.
He's just corner camping here. Sir, you're not playing symmetric. You need to play more aggressive here. You cannot hide behind your turrets. And doesn't even get the key. He's backed up into a corner here.
Oh,
there's one eliminated. Gob's able to survive, letting most of the computers actually eliminate themselves, not being a part of the action whatsoever, kind of playing more retreat. Ooh,
already 2,000 points too.
Ooh, gets the wrench. Or screwdriver? Screwdriver.
I imagine that fixes your car's health bar a little bit.
Give them a little bit longer lifespan.
Yep.
Now the wrench coming out. Another car gets eliminated, so now it is a 2v1 situation. Seems that stacking up a ton of points here. This is where it'll make up a ton of ground.
We're making up 2 of them are knocked out now. Stuck in between each other.
Ooh,
there's another one gone. Now it's just a 1v1, and, you know, if you don't clean this up.
Oh, that should be it.
All
right, he makes it, so he clears level 1.
20,500 points, and that's just level 1.
Played a little bit passive there for the middle of that round, just sitting off to the left side, but now adding in another 2 cars. Will he be able to survive it, or will the computer grant him mercy?
At some point, all the AI got to go after you. It can't be the AI taking each other out. That's a little too easy. At one point, the AI's got to come after you. Just farming points off this one car.
Exactly. He's just sitting there, bouncing back and forth. At this
There's
point, okay, first car goes down to the AI. You do get additional points if you're the one to take out the car.
Yeah.
Have to see if Gob can actually play aggressive once in his life and not camp. Be able to get at least that little 100 points. But right now, he's not a big part of the action. Look, a hard hit.
Taking a lot of damage.
Ooh, the key's right there if he's able to get it. Gets it.
There it is.
It's a 5,000 points for that. That's a huge lead.
That's the point value
Setting a high standard.
Yeah, of winning the last round was 5,000 points. So just simply getting halfway through.
Exactly. So you're definitely missing out on that key last time.
Yep.
Seems observing is the main way to go. Ooh, there's a screwdriver. Committing to that being a screwdriver. Yeah. Ooh, now the wrench coming up. That should be another 5K points if he can get it. or maybe restore the health of his car.
Oh.
He's taking a lot more hits this time. Look at his life bar, already down past half. 2 cars remaining, though.
Oh.
He gets the elimination.
1,000 points.
He's almost up to 50,000.
Ooh.
Big
Spinning
damage,
out.
Yeah,
Spinning
he's
out.
stuck in the oil. Can't get out of it. The
Yeah.
car is hurting. And
Oh,
with
and there
one
it
last
is.
hit, he gets it.
2,500 for eliminating the last car. Wow.
Another crown under the belt for his Derby debut. Heading on to the 3rd round. This time not adding in any cars and chooses to go in reverse to just avoid it. But that was a hard hit. Took out a lot of his life there.
The difficulty has to be increasing just a little bit as you go up in rounds. Because they're not increasing the amount of cars. So
They
either
only increased it the one time.
yeah, I think the one time they did it, but beyond that, it hasn't increased beyond 8 total.
It's the perk of these 1980s games of, yeah, I can only do so much, and you can only have so much going on screen. So I believe this is where they kind of capped out of, this is as much as the technology could handle back in the day.
As much as we're going to get, really.
This definitely is not Rocket League.
No. You can't run it at max settings.
But Gob just playing very passively, not even getting the elimination. Tried to hit it last second, but doesn't get the points for it. Needs to get in the action and start eliminating cars here if he wants to secure this first place lead, because he's up nearing the 70,000 point mark.
Already for sure going to get at the end of this game.
Ooh, his health dropping real low, though.
Ooh.
Trying to finish off the one car, and there he goes!
There it is.
He's gone.
Wow.
Just as the key spawns as well.
Yeah, and 2 other cars eliminated. There's the 4th right there. It just says 2 were left.
AI just waiting to finish each other off. Has to input his really good score, I would say. That was what?
Yeah.
Over 70,000 and level 3?
I'm going to say I don't think that's going to be a high score. Oh, possibly going.
Nope, he
There's
just
gonna be the
jumped right
restart.
into it.
It's going to be the restart.
So Clear now taking over. The caster favorite. Newcomer Clear. Already playing a little bit more aggro, taking a lot of hits.
Wow. The AI is
I
not
appreciate
giving
the
any
aggro here.
room
I
to
appreciate
breathe.
him playing more aggressively, not as cowardly as Gob did for these early levels. Is a better idea going into it. Wants to get more and more points. Already that nice 500 coming in.
Ooh. Get a little spin, get a little drift going.
Yeah, he's got to. Ooh, there's the key right as he drives away from it. And it despawns just like that. That was fast.
The AI, no, the AI wouldn't be able to get that.
No, they haven't in the past. I think the game was just like, he was right next to it, drove away, so it despawned it as quickly as possible.
No key for you. Taking a lot more damage than Gob did this first round,
he's
which is the
way
downside of playing more effective or playing more aggressive.
He has been getting a lot more points, though. But getting the stage clear of that extra 5,000 for the final car would be quite nice. He's taking a lot of damage here. He's down to about a 3rd HP, but got that 2,500 as eliminating a car, but spinning out, trying to get the wrench, will end up getting it, or a screwdriver. Dang it.
Oh, nearly avoids getting smacked at full speed.
Ooh, he needs that wrench if he wants to try to heal up here. Looks like he's just going to wait and see if the AI do any more damage to themselves. Spins out in the oil, takes a couple more hits.
Just 2 left.
Ooh, it despawned and he's not going to get it in time. Oh, no, he
gets it. Oh, and there's the elimination. 1 left.
And he gets it as well. Huge points coming out for Clear in this first round.
Is beating Gob's score currently, but almost is going to get knocked out. Look at that health bar.
Ooh,
this
maybe
next
take
hit.
1 or 2 more hits and that'll be it.
Oh. This AI is repairing as it goes.
Oh, he could take it.
One
more
last.
and he's dead.
Oh.
Oh, hard hit into the AI, so.
Oh.
Oh. Backing into him, and he's eliminated in round 1. A 3rd.
An ace.
Ace for the AI.
Ace for the AI. Wow. Nobody. It was made clear in the event card. No restarts.
It was made clear by. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're going for.
It took you a minute.
You know,
but
yeah.
It's fine.
I was wondering where you're going with that. You know, that one hurts. That one hurts to hear.
Always.
You know.
Always got to go for it. But now.
Those puns are bad.
Saving best for last of Play-Doh. Reigning champ right now. Can he decrown Gob in this Demo Derby round?
It was, setting up Goblin at least 70,000 points. Like 70,300 points now. It is up to Play-Doh to play catch up.
And also
all
with these
the way.
points, this game has very high points. Many others don't have
that.
Exactly. They don't scale that high. So if we get to another game, it's like, congratulations, you get 100 points for beating a level. You might want to just, we got 1,000 points for that hit.
Speed and the direction you hit them at has to play a part into how many points you get per hit.
I believe if it's head on, it's been 500. It's pretty consistent. Seems like rear end to rear end or getting hit is always 100.
Already at half health already.
Oh, he's getting destroyed here, and not a single car has been eliminated yet.
That is not okay. Sitting in the corner might not help. Oh.
He's doing his best to hide like a coward and not be the DPS player he is, and it's hurting him.
Only at 5,300 now.
Now, will he at least get 10K before getting eliminated? Because Clear made it that far.
Clear got like 23, 24 maybe, something of that nature.
That's pretty low.
Compared to Gob, yes, that is extremely low.
Car's getting very low here, and he does not have much health to spare.
There's the key. Gotta get extra points. There's the first AI gone.
Ooh, that key could give big points to at least try to beat out Clear here and maintain second place. First car goes and second down.
Only 2 left.
Ooh, nice 5K. Ooh, now Screwdriver coming in as well.
You have to go for that now.
He needs it. I believe that'll also help heal the car. Ooh, taking a huge hit.
The AI don't want him to get that Screwdriver.
Gets it. He gets it.
There it is.
So a little bit health comes back for him. I believe that should be about 2 to 3 hits. Gets the wrench as well.
Didn't seem to heal much.
He took hard hit, hard hit.
Oh.
He's going to play pretty passively and let the computers try to eliminate each other. Spinning out of the oil means he's going to get eliminated. A huge elimination.
Wow.
Not even able to beat out Clear here.
Gob has completely swept the board now, going from last place to just like triple or double the points of the 2 other players here.
Play-Doh and Clear in shambles right now.
I was for sure at least Play-Doh was going to be able to make that comeback and match Gob's points, but here I am in shock. Wow.
Now we're getting ready for our sideline interview of Gob, who surprised everybody and came back.
Like I was saying that first time, go in the first round the first time might be the way to set yourself up. Expectations.
So as we're waiting for the interview with Gob, I mean, really paid off.
Oh, yeah, no, they are.
Hi, guys. I'm joined here by Goblin. Goblin, you had a little bit of a struggle in the first round, but in the second round, you really dominated. Anything you want to say to your opponents?
Yeah, you know, the first round was rigged. AI was harder. Second round, busted out my professional driving skills, and I wiped the floor with them. I think if you added up both their scores and doubled it, mine was still higher.
All right, thank you, Goblin, and back to you guys.
Thank you very much for that sideline interview, and there we have it from Gob.
Big fighting words coming out here.
But the thing is, though, both Clear and Play-Doh had fighting words as well. Play-Doh, I'm pretty sure, said that his teammates were bad. So, you know,
to quote,
and now, bad. So to be last place now, it's definitely a morale hit, and you cannot afford to lose the next game, or you're never going to hear it from the group chat.
What are you hoping to see for this third game as this wheel decides here?
The one game I was looking for last time that I didn't get was, I believe, Pikachu, something of that nature. Something of that nature. That
we have the list here.
We do have the list.
Pig Newton.
Stand by. Pig Newton. That's the update. Pig Newton, not Pikachu. That's the game I'm looking forward to. That's the one I didn't get to see last night, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing that tonight.
If the
Seen that.
wheel deems it
If
so.
the wheel gods deem it so, it will come true. That is what
RNGesus,
hoping
we're hoping for Pig Newton here.
for. RNGs, we need you on our side.
Everyone
You know
loves RNGesus.
That would be great to hear.
Players
What?
getting a short little break here, so as we will take one as well. Pig Newton is on our hopes and minds.
Oh, yeah. And like you said, players going to get a break, and we're going to take one as well. So stick around, and we're going to see the update going to Game 3 and what exactly the wheel has for us going into this. See after these short messages.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Protecting your customer journey from fraud is critical. According to industry analysts, Count's AI-driven platform is the leading solution. From account login to digital payments, Count is recognized for both its customer impact and technology excellence. Learn more at count.com.
Hello, welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena here, and tonight we have a rather exciting challenge going on for us, our very own arcade challenge featuring our own Boise State Overwatch players here today. Now, we do have a little bit of update going to this. They are going to Game 3 now out of 5, and if you were there for last game, you noticed that Gob got 70,000 points. But we do have an update. It's getting a fraction. It's getting fractionalized back down to 7,000. So it's in the realm of, okay, we have a chance to come back. So the players are still in it. Going to Game 3, what's the one you're looking forward to?
Cobb still just has such a commanding lead from that one game, but
yeah.
at the same time, with how poorly he performed in the first game, only getting, like, what, 300 points? I mean, it's a lead that gap can be closed so quickly.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It will just come down to, is it a game that these players have been practicing on, or is it going to be a brand new one that just throws everyone a curveball?
Yeah, there's no shot they had, they got to cover 16 different games with it. But 2 of them were taken out. So it is more like the rail of 15. But going right into it, we have the wheel coming out for us.
Jesus, will we get what we want? And it's,
it's
there, baby.
If you
It's
ask, it will come.
Pig Newton
It will.
coming in. Players
Newton.
are already getting set up. They're ready for it.
So it looks like it's going to be Clear going first here on Pig Newton. We're excited to see, and give us a little breakdown on Pig Newton. You are the researcher.
I surprisingly am, as a person who definitely keeps up with arcade, but Doc, no,
Doc's
foremost
keys to the game.
knowledge.
Before the research, we do have Doc's keys to the game. In arcade games, taunt, create mistakes, never admit to weaknesses, never ever, and 80s hair does help out. And obviously, Doc's keys to the game are brought to you by Dropping Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entries and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Dropping Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com.
All right, so jumping right into it, the goal is to drop apples onto the heads of the wolves, and those bird eggs can assist you as well. So it's going to be preventing the wolves from cutting down your tree and making sure to manage your apples so that you don't run out and throw too many.
Now, you do have levels, but your timing is more important. Which would you rather go for these easy shots that you have on them where
It's
they
not nearly
stand
as many
still?
points.
Okay.
Only
alright.
getting 100 at a time, where I believe if you go up, it's 250, then 500, as we've seen in prior games. But sadly, the thing for Pig Newton is it never made past testing, so this game was never officially released. But
That's why it's such an obscure game.
To update it, Plato is the first player to start this out,
okay.
and already you can see how much progress is being made on his tree, and this is only round one. Get off the ground as soon as possible, gets the eggs. He's real bacon now.
You're really baking now. Boy, wolf. Second round. Going to
Big
wolves
Hive would
look a
be
little
big
different.
points if he can hit it, and gets it for 1,000.
Wow.
Now he picks up
With an AoE effect too, nonetheless.
and he just healed the tree by making it to the bottom, so it's going to be huge management. But gets hit by the acorn coming out from the squirrel, and there goes a life.
Wow. That is not what you want to see. Has 1,000 points up there. That's the opportunity, but you gotta wait for the right moment to do this.
Gets the 500 eggs, but it's going to have to watch out for these squirrels throwing nuts to knock him down. Huge points being made up here by Plato. Oh, already up to that 10,000.
10,000 doesn't seem like
He gets it.
like a high point average score. And we definitely do have opportunity in getting a shot back on there. We still have the 1,000-point score lead.
See the focus in his face alone, but gets hit by the acorn, so does fall down a level, goes back up, looking for that beehive, misses it, as well as the apple. His tree's not going to last much longer. Ooh.
All right.
Tries to bait out the wolf, does end up not getting it, falls down a level to get the next apple. And just like that, he survives.
And that resets the tree. Are we right back into it? 1983. Quick fact.
Ooh, now the owl coming in. Something he's going to have to watch out for, preventing the entire thing. No beehive, and huge progress being made on his tree. He's running out of time here. And nothing to heal the tree afterwards, so things are not looking good for him. He can't pass that owl.
Do you go for dropping the beehive here? Get as many points as you can?
He's going to have, he has to drop it as soon as possible. Falls all down. Plato's owl.
Slips on the banana.
He's down to his last life here. But the tree does heal back up.
Okay. That's a good little reset for you there. Good little reset for your points and for your tree lives.
Egg spawn as well. That's 500 points if he gets them. Oh, 750 now. Oh, gets hit by the acorn. No.
Wow.
Simple geometry is going to be a suffering, and he's still going.
One
Celebrate
life.
a bit too soon. Now the banana, and there's the
15.
slip.
There it is.
1,500 points for going all the way down.
3,000 just for that alone right there.
Huge. Making huge mogul money moves right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it went for the beehive, got knocked down by the owl, but had that one branch as cover.
Getting 600 now per apple.
He's going to have to watch out for these squirrels. 1,500 for those eggs.
Ooh.
He's up to 30K, or at least approaching it.
The mechanics are insane.
Ooh, drops the beehive and doesn't hit anybody. Utility lost. Ooh, gets hit by the owl and knocks down as well. There he goes. Ooh.
All right, there's...
Ooh,
The
tree's
tree
not going to last
cannot
much
take
longer.
anymore.
There you
There it
go. He's up to round 4.
Saving by the hairline amount.
Ooh, the horseshoe could be big points if he
Oh.
calls it, but the Wolves are making a lot of progress.
Wow.
Almost going to go down. He gets at the last second by falling on top of that apple. It
Needs to have
has a pixel of life left.
Needs to have a flawless
There's
run.
no apple there, and that's
Oh,
it.
there it is.
Round 4,
Wow.
though. Huge.
That's a great start. That's a good start for them.
36,750.
All right.
Huge lead.
That's a huge
established.
lead going into it. What was the final point score?
36,750.
36,000. All right. Depending on how the other players score out, will also determine if that point
Gets
amount
reduced by a
gets
tenth, as
chopped
we
down
did
as
in the
well.
prior.
You know, we do want it to be relatively fair to have a comeback.
Well, Gob is now up in the second position, only down to round 1 and already knocked down, having to retreat very soon, but does not have the apple there as it's not fully grown, it having to go higher up and avoid those squirrels. Ooh, but getting the lineup, multiple apples, even if they've already been knocked out, can still score you points.
Micromanaging that.
Not going for, oh, he goes for the eggs.
Okay, that's not a bad choice.
He's going to have to watch out for those squirrels, though. Losing a life here this early could be a death sentence.
Micromanaging when you use those apples is very important. We don't want to have a repeat of what happened those first couple seconds where you run out of apples to use here.
Ooh!
no.
Runs into the acorn and knocks him out.
There's a life lost.
Oh, and wasting 2 apples right out the get-go just to drop down those levels. Gets the eggs as well.
3,300 points.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right.
Nice one more combo. Making difference up in points here, but still has yet to even break 5,000. You got to remember, Plato had 36,000, so Gob has a long way to go in order to catch up. And getting those eggs at the bottom left corner could help him here. Ooh!
Wow,
eliminates the
okay.
squirrel for 1,000 points. That definitely helps him catch up here.
Uh-oh.
Finally goes for the eggs, and
Okay. All right.
he survives.
Survives it. Only 2 lives left, though.
It's definitely something he's going to have to keep in mind on and maybe play a little bit higher up so in case he does run into one of the acorns, he can survive and fall down to the next level.
Ooh.
But playing on the bottom level allows you to get just that much more. Ooh, more eggs spawn. Misses the apple on the jump.
Oh, gonna drop the beehive.
Kind of early on, right on the head. So gets that extra 1,000.
But he's gonna get it, though.
Oh, he gets hit by the acorn, can't get the eggs. Just wastes that much more time for him.
Oh, no. That is not what you want to see going out there.
Hasn't even gotten 10,000. Could drop the beehive and go for those eggs. Instead, going to
Okay.
go for a nice double apple and the eggs. But gets knocked down by the squirrel. He only
All
needs
that
2
trash
more.
talk.
Oh, knocked all the way down.
All that trash talk from winning from last game, you gotta at least match Plato's points here.
Yeah, if you're going to talk a big game, you got to match it. He just now passed 10K, so he's got a lot of ground to make up. He only has a third of Plato's score right now. But he will survive getting the final set of eggs.
Makes you realize Plato was really popping off then to get 36,000 points.
He's showing
My
how
goodness.
it's done. Ooh, but now the banana coming online and gets it. If he can drop all the way down, he will be able to heal the tree and get that 1,500 points, which he does as the other wolf was walking off screen.
The owl is sitting right on that beehive, which is just absolutely denying him the ability to use it.
Yeah, he lost that
Oh,
utility,
now.
but now it frees up and allows him to get the eggs. Gonna try and drop the beehive, but gets knocked down by the squirrel. And just as an egg fully grows, he throws it down. Tree's at about half health, though. So he's going to have to keep an eye on it.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to sit right back on that beehive.
Oh, misses the apple as well and gets knocked down. Ooh, tree's at its last sliver, and he hasn't even gotten the egg, so it's going to continue going forward until he can, and just, barely survives. He needs those eggs in order to try to finish out this level right now. Ooh, got one more hit in.
You've got to drop the beehive.
Yeah, just as the owl shows
There
up
it
as
is.
well.
Yep. You got to get down there, pick up that extra
He has to pick up the axe itself if he wants to heal the tree.
Ooh, not
And
gonna
he
get
doesn't.
it.
And the egg's nuts.
Oh,
And there it is.
no. But 40,000 points. Did you see that right now?
He's
Oh,
up.
and has one more life.
Whoa. The huge point gain here.
Wow. I did not. That snuck up on us. These final levels are all where it's at.
He's just got to make it that far, and he has
Oh, yeah.
no lives remaining, but a huge apple play. Gonna allow him to secure those extra eggs, and he's up to 43 right now. Plato in shambles. God, just coming alive when everything's at stake here.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Cutting it close there. Has to pick up the eggs on the left. He only needs one more set to finish out the level here.
Ooh.
If he gets those last set of
Gonna get
eggs,
it.
he will get it. No, he wants the banana for points. If he can time it well here. It's a bit late, though. But 3,000 for
3,000
that
points
banana.
just from that.
And just like that, it's over.
48,000. But now we know how important it is to make it to those final levels.
It
The first
makes
2
a
or 3
world
levels
of difference.
do nothing for you in terms of point-wise.
nothing.
But I think it was at one point, like, I think the banana hit the owl moving across the bottom branch and got 6,000 points from it alone.
Brutal.
That alone is what you should be
Brutal.
going for the entire time.
So now, all the pressure's on Clear.
Yes. It's a big pointscape. We were hyping up 36,000, but now what? 48,000 was the top?
It's only 12,000 more. It's
Yeah.
fine.
You got a long way to go, Clear.
Yeah, he's got to learn all of the aiming sights for these apples, where the wolves might be. He's already playing pretty low down and gets knocked down.
Ooh.
But picking up those eggs will help him progress the level. Yeah, early on, it's only 100 points for hitting these, so you can play a little bit more riskier as the eggs get him faster and then level go to the next. But, ooh, nice collateral there with the apples.
And they don't chop the tree quite as fast,
Yeah, you have
obviously,
a lot
as the
more
lower
time.
levels would.
So as much as you might want to try to farm points here, this is definitely a situation where you would just want to end it as soon as possible, get that last set of eggs, but with a single acorn, the life is gone, and he's still only on round 1, and he already has lost a life here.
That's not what you want to see going forward into this. There we go.
Make sure to end it immediately.
Moving on to round 2. That's what you want. Round 2 equals more points. That's facts.
Ooh, nice early as well. Make sure to save that beehive.
That beehive is in perfect position,
huge
actually.
points. 2,000 for
What?
4,000 just like that by eliminating the squirrels. Clear making big moves here and huge point gains. But with a single acorn out the gate, that life is gone.
There's no point in getting those 4,000 points off the bat if you lose all your lives.
You're gonna have to maybe try to play a little bit more reserved here. Playing solo to the ground can be an issue, but he gets the second to last set of eggs, so if he gets this next one, we'll progress him on to the next level.
There we go. All right. We move on. We move on.
Definitely think rather than farming points from the apples and wolves, it's get the eggs, go to the next, because it's just going to compound and get bigger and bigger.
So now they're getting 300.
But these eggs are now worth 750, where you can make a lot of distance here. And on top of that, if you eliminate the owl, that's 6,000. If you get a huge beehive value like this, just like that, they're all eliminated. And he heals the tree so he can survive that much longer. And 1,500.
Got 3,000 from hitting the squirrel and 600 from hitting the 2 wolves.
Clear is looking to take Plato down to last place here right now. Ooh, he's going to have to keep an eye on that acorn as it hits him.
I believe one more life. Yes.
Ooh, if he
gets the banana, though.
The eggs are just to his right. He's going to need it. And already going immediately for the beehive. Going to grab the axe to heal the tree for the one hit it took. But he needs to grab those eggs and use that banana for big points. Ooh, but gets the apple into the squirrel as well.
So dangerous right there. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's not ready yet. Can't jump on a green apple. Ooh, big points, big points. He can't get to those eggs, so he has to wait for the owl to move, so it's just a matter of survival. Ooh, He doesn't have
This
any
one out
apples
is
lined up
gonna-
unless he goes all the way up top, which is time he couldn't
Oh.
afford as huge
It's
chunks.
not going to save him.
He's running out of time, but the
Oh.
apple bounce survives.
48,000 points right now.
Got a beeline for it. He's done it.
49,000 points.
Everyone's in just shock and awe as Clear coming alive with the spare life still.
Oh.
Finally slips down, and the tree's back to full health, and he only needs 2 more sets of eggs. We're going to see a round 4.
Wow.
Oh! Wow. Bad timing.
Wow.
That timing just barely
Wow.
going to take him out here.
51,000.
That's definitely getting cut down.
No, yeah, this is so it's probably going to be 5,100. Will probably what it be like, then 48, then 36.
Yep.
For the players respectively. But that's big gains right there.
That's huge gains, but is it enough to overcome Gob, who already had a 4,000 point lead? And it looks like
No.
it was not
I don't
based
think-
off of
no.
the scoreboard.
I don't think it's going to be enough. A 7-point gain and then already getting 4,800 on top
Over
of
to
that.
it. Gob's still in the lead.
Wow.
But that gap is closing here as Plato falls down into last place.
I do want to bring up, though, there is the wager feature at the end, the 5th round. If
can wager it
yeah,
all.
you can wager. Yeah, you can wager all of your points, but you have to get first place to get them. If you don't, you lose the points that you wagered. And today we have a not today. Well, right now we have a sideline break for you. Go over.
All right, guys, as I'm joined by all 3 players, I'm just going to ask them one word about how they're feeling after that very close round. So start with Clear.
Mad.
Plato.
Miserable.
And finally, Gob.
Content.
Goblin's really feeling it. Back to you guys.
Wow. Poetry coming out from our OW players.
Other 2 are in shambles right now, and Gob's content. He's not overjoyed. He's not ecstatic. He's content.
Content. Rather calm.
Room to improve.
Exactly,
Room
yeah.
to improve.
Room to improve, but with 12,000 points, you've got to be feeling comfortable.
He has a decent lead,
4,000
but
point
that
lead.
lead can be closed very quickly.
Oh, yeah. And before we hit on to that 4th round for us today, we're going to show to a quick break, so stick around for those messages.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Protecting your customer journey from fraud is critical. According to industry analysts, Count's AI-driven platform is the leading solution. From account login to digital payments, Count is recognized for both its customer impact and technology excellence. Learn more at count.com.
Welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena, where tonight we have our Arcade Classic with our very own 3 Overwatch players who are going head-to-head tonight, and it's a pretty close matchup between all 3 of them. While we do have Gob have a substantial lead, but we do have a little wrench to throw into his plans. It is the wager round, and let's be honest, all the players are probably throwing their points into this. So it is do or die here, so to speak. It is lose.
To the smart player who might watch Price is Right too much, wager all your points but 1.
Yes.
So if you are the person who doesn't make it, you at least secure second place because you have that 1 point, whereas everyone else did everything. It's mind games.
But there are no prizes today. It is simply pride.
There is. Doc threw in some quarters.
Okay.
For keeps.
Oh, wow.
It's big money moves for like, I think it's like 8 quarters or something like that.
I think I can maybe like McDonald's fries and a drink maybe on the side, perhaps.
Get some chicken McNuggies.
I'm going for first place all the time, every day.
I mean, you always have to, especially with this stiff competition. They're playing. I think outside of the quarters, it's for keeps.
It's for keeps.
It's to have that title, so in the next Overwatch match, just be like, well, you lost me in the arcade thing, so you know.
It's all for keeps. But to help these players succeed in the final round of our Arcade Classic Challenge, we have Doc's keys to the game.
The master himself.
The master himself. The very person who brought this arcade game to us. But before that,
we're just jumping right into it.
The reel.
The wheel. We're going to Roller
Jammer. All right.
It's going to really come down to steering and avoiding your opponents to not get knocked out.
It's more of an obstacle key game is sort of what it's all about.
Yeah.
All
it's getting first place because it is a racing game.
Yeah.
But you are on roller skates, so you've seen how brutal roller skating can be. They're whole body into you. So when it comes to the game, it's avoid it and survive.
Okay.
And the occasional obstacles that might come in your way.
All right. So I'm excited to see what points you get for that. Obviously, you probably get points for body slamming somebody else, but I wonder if that's the only mechanic to the game, or if there's something else that's going to be in store. We won't know until they get started.
The players running into each other to try to
yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see, though.
It'll be AI. It'll be AI they're going against. And it looks like we're going to have Gob as our first go, but I could be wrong. I was wrong last time, so we'll definitely see how it goes.
See if they're ready to jump right into it, into Roller Jammer, our very own Nintendo classic from 1984. But it's
an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, the goal is to just hang in and not get knocked out here. Might be even a little bit of practice here.
Oh, perhaps. But it seems like the energy they have going on is going to be the game they're going into.
Yep, already jumping right into it with 30 seconds. Runs right into the flag.
So I was wrong. There's no AI to compete against. There's only yourself. Oh, wow. By a hairline. It's going to avoid the flag. Oh, but as I'm complimenting Gob, just runs into 2 of them. 3.
Right back into it.
4.
Sir, you have to get some points here.
Oh.
And just like that, it's over.
Oh, no.
Just like that. He has 1,000 points. That's
1,000 points.
That's all he's got.
You've lost it. If you wagered all your points, you've lost it. You are now hoping and praying that they are not going to do as bad as you are.
Yeah, so goal is to get to the end and dodge it and get points.
Yeah.
He did none of those things.
None of those things.
He just full on. And this is just like a trial race to get to the main competition as like an opener thing, and our players have not been able to make it to that. You want to pick up, I believe it's like a spare skate on the ground, that thing right there, to get the extra points, but it seems these players are just running right into the flags. Tries to cross it over to...
Gotta get that 1,000.
There he goes.
All
He's
right.
got it.
Tied.
He's tied for
We're
first.
tied now.
And runs into the flag. And another one.
They cannot get away from this.
Guys, this... he goes off the edge. So you can't even go too far to the left or right because you'll just go off.
Just get 1,000 points right there. It's right there.
Oh, he needs it.
No.
And he times out.
Game over.
So now it's down to Plato. Can he get more than 1,000?
Oh, no. That is horrible right there.
It's down to this.
We have 2 players in the tie for first place.
Getting 1,000 points.
And it's only 1,000 point increments. So it's not like, you know,
they
we're
made it
very
super
close.
far or anything.
Yeah.
It's the
It is-
equivalent of getting 1 point.
Yes.
Just like,
yeah.
you have a point.
It's 1 point. So try to avoid, at this point.
Roller
I would-
Jammer's just been like the brutal game.
Yeah, it's one stopping everybody. At this point, I would be more on slow yourself down with the flagpoles almost to get the 1,000 points.
Yeah, and since it's been
There it
such a
is.
huge wager,
Oh.
maybe they didn't wager at all, and it's just going to come down to points at the end of it. Ooh, it's been safe so far.
There it is.
Oh, no, he
Oh,
missed.
he's going to miss it. Okay, there's one. It's a lot later than the other players have hit it. Oh, but falls off the track.
Ooh, he's going to have to just... Ooh, he
Oh,
gets
there
it.
it is.
And just like
It
that,
doesn't
that's
matter
first
anymore.
place. He got another one
Doesn't
back to
matter
back.
anymore. Doesn't matter anymore. 3,000 points, gets the first
It comes
place.
down to the wager. It comes down to the and he clears it. It's making it the
Wow.
furthest anyone's ever seen here
Made
tonight.
it to the end. I didn't know there was an end.
Here comes the AI to knock him out of the way.
All right.
As long as the other players did not wager everything, Play-Doh might not get first place here, but he's going to continue going forward here.
Oh.
Just avoiding the AI gets the points as well. Play-Doh's coming alive in this final round, who only had about 6,000 points when it came to the finals. He was at that bottom bracket.
Don't get knocked off.
Oh, he wanted
wow.
that lead, knocks him off.
Bullying his way to the end.
Ooh, hit the water puddle, so that slows him down. He still needs to get to the end
no.
here.
This
Got
is
to make
one-
it to the end, falls off
oh.
the edge. 10 seconds remaining. Can he at least finish the race? I don't think he has enough time to make it as he falls off again.
Oh. It's tough. But, oh, does get extra
Ooh.
time, though.
He has 8K right now, looking for 9, and it's over, I believe, with
that
the
should-
wager.
yeah.
It comes down to the wagers. And just like that, so we hopefully can cut over to the scoreboard so we can announce our very own winner. It's Play-Doh.
It's Play-Doh. Yep. Everyone wagers points.
Except
and-
for Play-Doh.
Except for
He
Play-Doh.
only wagered 2,000.
Wow. Playing it safe.
Whereas Gob and Clear wagered everything, and they lost it all.
In a tie.
Play-Doh played it safe.
In
and
a
he won.
tie. You did call it out. The player who's going to save that 1 point for the very end
He did it.
did it and takes the trophy
Well,
away.
he also won. On
Oh,
top
yeah.
of,
No, yeah. Also won.
He
it
did
all.
the wagers smart,
Uh-huh.
and he won.
Yeah.
What else can he ask for?
That's a lesson to learn tonight.
Yeah, Gob and Clear.
Don't wager all
Take
of it.
notes.
Take notes. And
We
while
have-
we did have an amazing performance, we do have a sideline interview
The winner
of the
himself.
winner
Can't
himself. I'm going to take you to that right now.
Getting ready for
All
it.
right, Play-Doh, you are the winner of this final match coming into that round. What was your thought process coming into Roller Jammer?
At first I was terrified, but my opponents are terrible, and they slipped on everything. And then I knew I was taking that bag when they got the minimum score.
All right, very confident. Thank you, Play-Doh. Back to you guys.
From the words from the wise Play-Doh, who won it all.
I mean, he had the lucky hat.
Mm-hmm.
He had third place advantage to watch the other two fail miserably and get minimum score as stated
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
So huge gainings for
Oh,
Play-Doh.
yeah. Any last thoughts before we close it out?
I'm ready for next week's challenge where Play-Doh gets dethroned by our very own Asu, who's been the arcade god.
Dude,
Call out.
that's the story to set up right there.
Previous winner of arcade challenges,
Mm-hmm.
bring him back. 1v1 Play-Doh, Overwatch competition now. It'd be great.
All right. Well, there you had it. There was our Arcade Classic Challenge for tonight, featuring our very own Overwatch players. And tonight, it sets a standard. It really does. So we cannot wait to see you the next time coming around. I hope you have a great night. You were live with us today at the Boise State Game Pants Arena. Have a good night.